Man, ideally, like, they would show up, like, on the big ship in Central Park. They would land, start shooting people with laser guns, and then, like, see me, and then be like, Frankie, get on board.
Okay.
And, like, you know what I mean?
Or they just hold a concert above the park.
Yeah.
What type of music would they play, bro?
Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Alien. Okay. Yeah.
100%.
Simple man.
Simple man. You know?
Yeah.
Free bird with a 38-minute solo.
That's how it goes.
You know? They're not fucking around. All right? They're not coming all the way down here to do anything less.
I'll be doing everything I gotta do to get to where I wanna be. I'm doing that all 2020. Lot of people saying this year that they gon' blow up, but they don't come close to my energy. Ain't nobody knowing what your boys got planned right now, but trust me, you should wait and see. Past few years, yeah, your boy has been slept on, but now I'm elevated to a better me.
One stripe.
Yeah, I mean, I was, like I said, like, so I started at a Henzo Gracie affiliate school in Jersey, and I was a complete white belt.
What's the name of the school?
Henzo Gracie Northvale.
Northvale.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in, like, North Jersey.
Gotcha.
So I knew, like, about jiu-jitsu kind of because of Sherman, and, like, Sherman got me into jiu-jitsu, but I didn't know what I was doing. But I knew, like, kind of where I wanted to go, because he was already, like, a really good purple belt at the time, and he had, like, won the no-gi pans, and, like, I watched the tournament. I was there that day. So I kind of knew, like, all right, this is where I want to go. I just didn't know how to actually get there yet. And so then it just became like, all right, like, obviously you just got to train.
So did you get like an invite, or he kind of get?
No. Like, Eric was always like, yo, because Eric was living in the city at the time. He was going to college in the city, and he was like, yo, man, like, drive in, like, let's train during the day, or we'll take the night class. We would take, like, Gregor's night class in the gi. Yeah. And then through Eric, I met Eddie, and then from training with Eric and Eddie, that's how I really started training more with John, because me, Eric, and Eddie Cummings would do privates with John, and then so it was, and then I met Gary and Gordon.
Did you know who they were before you met them?
I knew who Gary was. I didn't know who Gordon was, and I knew who John was, but I had never, like, had a conversation with him because I was too afraid.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, the first time I met John, there's always this, like, kind of mystique of him that you, like, I don't know, you can feel his energy, and it's like, I don't know if I want to approach this guy.
Yeah.
You know?
How did you end up getting into Henzo's with John? Through Jay?
Yeah. So Jay Regabudo is under Steve Madrona, which is Ricardo Almeida black belt, and Ricardo's on the Henzos. So we're an affiliate, and pretty much I had to go through, like, I had to train at Ricardo's first, train at Tom DeBlass's, and then a place called Grindhouse as well, which is another Henzo Gracie affiliate. And I eventually got John, once I guess they felt like I was good enough, they got me a private with Gordon, and then actually Nick Ronan was my uke for that private. Yeah, so the private for like an hour, he showed me like some body lock passing, and he was like, "Yo, come practice, whenever you can." I was like, "All right, well, I'll come tomorrow." Came the next day, trained, and live comes, and instead of like going like a normal round, I literally went in like 20 minutes with Gordon, like my first time. And I was like, because John sees if you're going hard, then you're gonna go longer. You know what I mean? It's just the way he does it. So we start rolling, and of course Gordon stands with me because that's what he does with all the wrestlers. He's like, oh yeah, I'll put him in their comfort zone and fucking take him out of it. So he lets me wrestle, and I'll get to like a body lock pass, and I'll be able to like, maybe get him to his knees or sit him down for like a second, and he just pops right back up. Granby, sit out, stand up, and fucking just keep it moving. That's one thing I think all the top guys do really well, just to keep that fucking consistent pace. You know what I mean? Even if they're pissed tired, they just kind of keep pushing.
Now, could you like recognize, because see, I didn't know this, like, could you recognize that Henzo's was a different room when you got there? Because a lot of people now, they just, like, that's all they know. So, like, if you start at Henzo's, you just assume that all jiu-jitsu schools are like that. You assume that there's Gordon Ryan's walking around and guys like you and all these good competitors. But, like, when you were there, were you like, oh, shit, like, this is different?
Yeah, because I noticed pretty much after my first day because I rode with a lot of random people, and all of these people were better than me. I was like, "Fuck, what's going on?" Like, usually I walk up in a room and there's maybe one guy at the time that is giving me trouble, and I could usually get past whatever they throw at me. But at Henzo's, it was like all their blue belts were fucking hard. All the purple, all the brown belts, and let alone their black belts. I was like, I fucking can't do anything in this room. So I was like, I have to come back because there's so many more people that are better than me. Like, I can't fucking stand that. Mentally, I just cannot be okay with somebody being better than me at especially grappling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a mind fuck. I think we all kind of were in the same boat. Like, we all started at our local schools and became the best guy. Like, we were the big fish in the little pond kind of thing. Like, Gary was the best guy at Tom's. I was the best guy at my school. But then when you get to Henzo's, you're like, dude, like, you're just getting mopped by fucking some guy who's a lawyer, who's a blue belt, and, like, doesn't even compete, but he's just better than you. And you're like, you just got to reevaluate your whole fucking life.
Yeah. It's definitely a realization.
Yeah, we're live, by the way.
Good.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, what's up, guys? All right. Well, good morning. Welcome to NickyRod All Access. This will be episode 10.
I think 10.
Episode 10. And are we going to be monetized by the time this comes out? That'd be great.
Nah, they're reviewing us right now, bro. So thank you. Please, YouTube, don't fucking...
Yeah, shout out YouTube for...
I know we curse, bro, but... Yeah. Let it rock, man. Come on.
Fuck you, pay us.
I know, for real. Bro, so today's actually 9/11. Now, do you remember it happened? Like, you're pretty young, right?
Yep. I was in like 6th grade. I was in health class. They like put the school on lockdown. They didn't really tell us too much of what was going on. And yeah, I remember getting home and just everything being like real fucking weird. Like, you don't know why it was weird because you're a kid, but it's weird. And then you turn on the TV and it was obviously just constant footage of the planes going into the towers. But yeah, man.
Yeah. That's
one of the weirdest days of my life for sure.
Yeah, I think I was in like, I don't know, maybe 3rd or 4th grade. I think her name was Miss Quigley. And it was actually on the TV. So like, I guess as soon as they have it
in school, it was on the TV.
Yeah, they just put it on the television. I remember watching it in school, and I was like, okay. I didn't really understand the magnitude of it because I lived in Philly at the time. Yeah, I lived in Philly at the time, and in Philly, like from my parents' house, you could see like, damn. So maybe I was in like 1st grade if I was in Philly. Damn, okay.
Hey, bro, how old are you? 24?
I'm 24, yeah. Yeah, I just turned 24.
So you must have been like 2nd grade, 1st grade.
Yeah.
But he still has the same body as he has now. He looked the same.
I really did.
Just like 2 inches shorter and like with corduroy pants on.
Yeah. And suspenders.
Yeah, and suspenders that attach.
Yeah. So I lived in Philly. You could see downtown Philly from my apartment or my where we lived at the time. And I could see like 2 towers that were pretty much like looked like the same to me. I was like, they're still there. Like, you know what I mean? And that like it really didn't register because I was so young at the time, and I'm like, every day I'd see these fucking towers, and to me, everybody talks about the Twin Towers. I was like, dumb kid. I was like, these are the Twin Towers. Like, I would watch it on TV, and everybody's talking about it. I'm like, do they not see they're still there? So eventually I caught on, but yeah, that was a real issue for me for a little bit.
Yeah, but that shit was crazy in the city. I remember it was like my first day of school. So I grew up in Manhattan, and it was my first day, my sister's first day, and so it's like 1st grade or some shit, and we don't even make it to the school, and we're like running back to the apartment. Didn't fucking leave the apartment for a week, and then my dad was like used to work 10 blocks from there, maybe his office was. So as soon as that shit happened, he ran out too. But yeah, the city was fucked, bro. Yeah, fucked.
I mean, the reality is that could happen anytime.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody could drop a bomb, fucking blow some shit up. It wouldn't be hard for somebody to fucking grab some TNT, go in a tunnel, blow that shit up. I'm serious though.
Well, they tried in the 90s. Somebody tried to set a bomb off in the Twin Towers.
Didn't someone also drive a truck through there too?
I don't. Yeah, they might have.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the first attempt at a terrorist attack in that part.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like an anthrax thing too?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was right after.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there's shit that isn't publicized that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm sure they stop shit all the time that we never know about.
Yeah, for sure.
That shit's crazy. Yeah, man.
Can't live in fear. Bro, you believe in aliens?
I believe in something. I don't know if like aliens with like tentacles and shit. But
honestly, they probably look like us.
I think the world's way too like the universe is way too big for there not to be something. Do I think they're like sneaking into my apartment at night and like going through my underwear drawer? No, but
that's a real issue for some people. They think that's like,
oh yeah. But I think there's definitely other life form other than us. It's just too big of a place for there not to be.
Bro, so what does your ideal alien look like?
Man, ideally, like they would show up like on the big ship in Central Park. They would land, start shooting people with laser guns, and then like see me, and then be like, "Frankie, get on board."
Okay.
And like, you know what I mean?
Or they just hold a concert above the park.
Yeah.
What type of music would they play, bro?
Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Aliens.
Okay.
Yeah.
100%.
Simple man.
Simple man. You know?
Yeah.
Free Bird with a 38-minute solo.
That's how it goes.
You know? They're not fucking around. All right? They're not coming all the way down here to do anything less.
Yeah. I honestly think that it's probably another Earth out there. So what if they just, lasted longer than us and just more developed?
Yeah.
So they probably get bigger and stronger, might be bigger and stronger than us, or they could be way smaller because they're in
But they'd be tiny.
space.
They'd be tiny.
Why? Why isn't there another Earth? Like,
Oh,
what
no.
What if,
So here's what I'm saying, right? If you have if we live for another like 2,000, 3,000 years, I guarantee people are going to be tinier. Because what do you need to lift shit? You don't need to like do anything.
but people are getting bigger.
Okay,
Look at you know what I mean. You start
people have more access to like nutrients and shit, so they're able to grow to their full potential. But if you go like, you ever see the movie WALL-E?
Yeah.
Everyone gets so fat, bro. Come on, man. That shit's gonna happen here, bro. For a
I think there could be. Do you guys ever watch like Stranger Things?
Yes.
Okay, so I love Stranger Things.
like another dimension.
Yeah,
kind of deal?
so I think that could be totally plausible where
Just a
there's like an
loophole.
upside down. So it's our planet, but then there's always a like an alternate universe, the upside down.
A parallel.
Yeah, parallel. I think that could be it. So like somewhere in the upside down right now, I'm the host of the podcast, and I'm having you on my podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Frankie podcast.
Welcome to the Frankie Rod podcast.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
How would it go the other way around? How would you?
Well, everything's just flipped because it's the upside down.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. That's a good show as well.
I fucking love that show.
I fuck with that show.
Yeah.
So it's worth the hype. Stranger Things?
Yeah. I could see it being like, being just the same life forms as us, just living millions of years longer, being more
Millions
developed.
of years longer, bro.
Yeah. So like, say as a species we die in, I don't know, 50,000 years. What if there's another exact same Earth? You know what I mean? Exact same life forms. They just live a million of years past us.
Yeah.
Because they take care of their planet better or whatever.
Yeah.
They have more technology because they've lived longer and they're just the aliens traveling. Look the same as us. You know what I mean? The only issue with that could be the space travel, because your body like deteriorates in space. So if you're in space for a long time, but I mean, if they're smarter than us, they probably get there faster.
They probably have that figured out.
Yeah, they probably
If an
it's
alien,
probably going to Walmart, going to fucking Mars.
if an alien showed up at your door like tomorrow, what's the first thing you would ask it? Would it be like, "Hey, we got to go takedowns because I got to know, I got to know who's who," or would it be some like existential question like,
it would be like. Yeah, I guess I'd see what it could do physically. I mean, if it looked like a superior athlete, I'd be like, let's
we're gonna see what's what.
Yeah, and they're probably all just roided up, fucking huge. I mean, I honestly think that they would be big. I think that they would be humongous because I think only the strong survive, and I don't know.
Wouldn't it be so disappointing if they were like these frail creatures with like no muscle tone, and you're just like, what the fuck?
But they would like fuck shit.
Yeah, but they fuck you up.
Yeah, it'd be disappointing. They'd have huge like suits though.
Yeah.
That's true. They'd probably be like, what's the need of all this muscle? Because you probably have to work for the muscle.
Yeah.
I just put this fucking Iron Man suit on and
Or bro, they're probably like have like brain shit, like telekinesis.
I was gonna say like they just touch their head like this and you fall down. They're like I don't need to lift.
Yeah,
I just do this. You're paralyzed now.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I think, bro.
Yeah, there's many movies made about like people's mental power. That would be fucking mind blowing if that was ever possible.
Yeah, the ability to read minds,
or just to move something with your mind, or like I don't know.
Dude, when I saw X-Men when I was 5, my mom had this Windstar minivan, and we were going to the airport, and she would always play, it had like the screens in it or whatever. It was pretty ballin'. And she would play X-Men. And I remember when I was 5, like we go to the airport, we get to Florida, and for the entire trip, I'm like trying to move shit like Magneto, like with my hands, like move metal. And I'm like, what the fuck? How does he do it? It makes no sense.
Practice makes perfect.
God.
You gotta keep trying.
I've been trying for years.
What if that was the answer, though?
If somebody honestly told me, like, Frank, if you practice trying to move shit with your hands for another 30 years, I'd sit in my room for another 30 years and probably not do another jiu-jitsu match ever and just, work towards that.
You literally don't know until you try.
Yeah.
So we got to catch somebody trying.
It's all mental.
And then if you're that guy that stays in your house all the time, who the fuck's going to believe you?
Right.
Even if you show them, they'd be like, it's a magic trick.
Yeah,
You're David Blaine, Yeah.
Yeah, until I move a fucking bridge across a body of water,
Yeah.
then it's not so much of a magic trick.
Yep. Yeah.
I'll make you a believer.
Bro, so you got any fucking jiu-jitsu slang talk, bro? Like swag shit?
What do you mean?
It's swag is that Wu-Tang fucking shirt you got on. That's fire.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep, I love
Did you get that on eBay?
No, I think I got this. I don't remember where I got this, but I love 90s hip hop.
Some thrift shop.
I bought a vintage Lynyrd Skynyrd t-shirt.
Yeah,
it's tie-dye.
I saw them live in concert
Did you really?
last summer. Oh my God, it was awesome.
Wow. Did he look healthy?
Yeah, well, the brother's the lead singer now. Yeah, man, they look good. They're like 70 years old, but they still rock the fuck out.
70?
Yeah, some of them are in their 70s.
Wow. Were they shirtless?
Nah, they weren't shirtless. They had like the leather vest on. They might as well have been shirtless.
Yeah. Showing just the belly button.
Yeah. But these guys are still like just getting fucking laid.
Oh, yeah,
Doing coke and
all
getting
the
laid.
groupies,
Oh, my God. Fucking Lynyrd Skynyrd, man.
Yeah.
Free bird, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the chicks are like in a rush to bang them because they know they're gonna die soon.
You're
so
on
they're
borrowed
like, I gotta
time.
get it.
Yeah. You got to get rid of that expired milk in your fridge,
True.
You start fucking drinking.
Yep. I got a couple left at that point.
Oh man. But I feel like you probably have some of the most swag out of all the fucking jiu-jitsu fighters we've talked to so far. Shows up in the Wu-Tang shit. There's like some white tie-dye shorts,
Dude,
bro.
at this point, it's just a matter of the laundry I have available to me.
Okay.
So typically, I wait to do my laundry. So I live in Astoria, and typically you'll find me like walking down Astoria Boulevard in like these shorts and a Hawaiian shirt, unbuttoned, and people just look at me like, man, this kid's got to get his life together. But that's all I have clean, It is what
I'd
it
ask
is.
for an autograph because that's fly.
Yeah. They're like, he's either brilliant or he's homeless and mentally ill, and so they just let me be on my way.
Bro, how do you survive on that penny board that you ride?
Oh, so I got a new one.
Did you?
Yeah, because that penny board, it costed me my athletic career.
What happened?
Many times. So the fucking wheels, dude, whenever you hit a crack, like it doesn't have any ability to like
go over
be stable. Yeah. So I go flying off of it into the street. So now I got a better one. The wheels are a bit bigger. The one like your size is ideal.
Yeah.
You're not falling off that.
No. So I fell one time only. I have a fucking huge scar on my knee. And pretty much I was bombing down this hill right here, right? And I'm thick, so I'm flying, bro. And so I have to cut like a big circle to come back up the hill and just grab my car. And as I'm cutting the circle, I catch like a little thing of mulch. So I'm turning and the board just goes sideways on me. And I'm such a superior athlete that I do a front flip, right? But right before I front flip, I knee slide. So I knee slide front flip, and I fucking landed standing on my feet. And I shit you not, I had my phone and my smoothie in my hand. Didn't spill a fucking drop.
No way.
How do you-
Front flip with a smoothie,
I swear
bro?
to fucking God, didn't spill a fucking drop. Walked away like a pimp. Nobody saw shit.
How do you? What's the proper way to stop on a longboard like the one you have? Because you're going fucking fast.
You don't stop, bro.
So I have to do a hard. I'll just do a hard circle, or if I'm not going crazy fast, I'll just drag my foot.
You just drag your back foot?
Yeah.
Like your heel?
Yeah, no. Like I put the full foot on the ground. Yeah, I guess my heel. Yeah.
All right. So what I've been doing is I've been like lifting up the tail and kind of like dragging the tail on the floor.
Yeah, but then you fuck your board up.
Yeah, but I don't know what else to do.
Dude, are you wearing like bands at least?
Yeah.
Honestly, just take a foot off and gently fucking slide on the floor, and you'll get more friction. All right. And I'll just keep straight when I'm doing that. Like I'll do hard circles if I can, but
sometimes you don't have that kind of time.
For a circle?
Yeah, like if you need to stop abruptly, I'm saying you just gotta slide your foot on the floor.
Yeah, slide foot. Yeah.
All right, I gotta practice that.
Yeah, for sure. You should go down this hill.
I'm gonna start on the biggest hill I can find, with a smoothie in one hand and my cell phone in the other.
Yeah.
Just for some.
Dude, I was so impressed with myself.
Wait,
I
so
was
you knee slided and then flipped?
So. Yes. Okay. So imagine this. I'm going straight down a hill, right? And then I go to my left, and now I'm curving to the right. So as I'm curving to the right, my back wheel hits a like fucking thing of mulch. So I turn more sideways, and it like set me over this way. So like my body weight's going towards my right, but because the board fucking turned sideways, I'm going towards my left now. So I'm like cartwheeling over my left hand side. And I fucking, as I cartwheel, I tap my knee on the ground for like a post, and I land on my feet and didn't spill a fucking drop, and dude, and it wasn't even like a massive cut. It was just like a little scrape. Like I just like barely tapped it. I was like, fuck, dude. If that isn't a professional athlete for you, I don't fucking know what is.
It doesn't get more high level than that.
It doesn't.
Man.
It doesn't.
Tom Brady would have been dead.
You wouldn't believe it if it was on film. Like you would have been like, that's fake.
Yeah, LeBron would have been like hospitalized with 18 broken bones. Nicky-Rod, he's fine.
Completely
Walks
fine.
away.
Showed up to practice.
Yeah, drinking a smoothie. Doesn't even mention it. I gotta say, so when I first noticed you in the room, your energy, it made me excited, but it also made me a little nervous, So NickyRod, for those of you that don't know, when he would show up to practice, number one, never had a shirt on, okay? It could be fucking February, doesn't matter. He doesn't have a shirt on. Fine. And he would pace back and forth before practice, and he'd have this crazy look in his eye. And I'd be like, I like his energy because, like, he's obviously here for a purpose. He's not just dropping by for the photo op. He's not just dropping by to do a couple reps and go light. Like, this kid's here to work. But also, I'm like, I don't want him flying into me because I feel like it's going to be at a speed that I can't handle. And that was one of the first things I noticed about you.
Yeah.
And I was like, this kid's not here to fuck around.
Yeah, for some reason, I just can't sit still in general, let alone in practice when I know I'm about to fight for my life. Yeah. So sometimes in the practice, nerves get the best of me. So I don't know. I always tried to like sit down and fucking learn, but
no, but it makes sense because I think I asked you one time and you were like, well, like once we get going, once we start drilling, you're like, I'm sweating, I'm warm. And if I sit down for whatever period of time, now my body cools down and now like I have to start drilling again or go live. Yeah. And like it's trying to go 0 to 60 when you're ice cold. So it makes sense. Yeah. Like you're keeping your body loose. But at the same time, you're scaring the shit out of me, bro. You're scared. I'm not okay. I'm losing sleep at night.
You're not the only one. I get a lot of looks in there.
But now that I know you, I'm like, oh, he's like,
you accept it.
He's a gentle soul.
I appreciate that.
You're a kind soul.
Kind soul.
Nick, can you move over just a little bit, bro?
Yeah.
He moved out of the frame.
Sure. Good.
Or did he break both? Did you try to break both your arms, man?
Yeah, he broke in one day. In one day, he popped both of them.
Okay.
The right one was fine. Yeah. The right one was just like an air pop. The left one, that took a little bit more. And I'm like, Nick, I thought we were boys. No, but it was my fault actually. Like, so we were in like a weird spot in like a belly down armbar. And my thumb was down, so I thought that I could start slipping my elbow free, like above his hip or below his hips, and the elbow was not free. Yeah, it was very much in there, and I took a little pop, and I was like, ooh, it wasn't bad, but it was just enough to make you be like, that wasn't fun.
It broke my heart, Frank.
Yeah,
broke my heart. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a lose-lose for everybody.
Lose, bro. And did he tell you like right before that he was like, "Oh, don't worry, man. I'm not gonna break anything."
He goes like famous last words. He's like, Frank, don't worry. Well, he'll be like, do you want to do this round? I'm like, well, no, because you're 300 pounds.
I am fucking so big.
And Nick's response to this is, don't worry, bro. I'll go light. Whenever somebody says, don't worry, bro, I'll go light, is almost a sure way to know they're not going to go light. Yeah. No, but it was fine, but I just held in there a little too long. But sometimes, man, I really think, like, to get that real sensitivity, like, if you want that Gary Tonin kind of shit, where you have that magical ability to, like, get out of stuff, you have to test the limits in training. And sometimes testing the limits, you're going to take a little pop. I'm not saying
it's a confident. He's so confident in that position.
I'm not saying to let your arm break, but Gary's been popped a bunch in training, I'm sure, in learning, where the limitation is. So, with my feet, I have a much better feel, right? Because I'm in leg locks all day with these guys, and I have a bit more sensitivity. But I'm trying to now get that with some other stuff. With NickyRod breaking my arm.
Gary Tony has the best taps. Just yells,
tap, 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 tap. Yeah.
That's great. That's a good way to let him know.
Hey, well, he's right, because if you tap the mat, the guy might not hear.
Yeah,
Sure. And if you tap him, he might not feel it.
Yeah.
So
every time he taps, he just yells it.
It's loud and it's it's like
you'll know it,
like a song. It's like tap, tap, tap.
Got a nice little melody to it. Yeah.
And then the guy will always react to, because Gary taps very like that. And then the guy will be like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And Gary will be like, "I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just how I tap."
Bro, so you had a recent match at SUG and came away with a sub, man.
Yep.
Yeah. How'd that go? Was it a pretty tough matchup?
Yeah, man. So it was funny. Like, I took that match for a specific reason. I did the EBI overtime tournament, and I got put in an arm lock in the first overtime because, you start obviously in the submission, and I got finished. And so I was like, man, like, is this something we need to address? So when they offered me that matchup, I knew that this guy, Phil Schwartz from 10th Planet, is a good arm lock guy. And I was like, if he gets you to overtime, he's 100% going to take the armbar position. So I kind of did it as like a way to like lean into this thing of like, hey, if this is an issue, like, let's just fucking handle it head on. So I ended up getting the finish by arm lock in regulation, which is kind of ironic, right? But I needed to like just kind of mentally get over that and be like, hey, like, if you think you might be a little weak in this area, let's work on it for the next 6 weeks and then fight a guy who's really good in this area and see what's up. So I was kind of happy that like I kind of went at it with that mentality. But yeah, I was able to pass and then secure an arm lock about 90 seconds in.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Yeah,
fast,
so I'm constantly torn, right, between somewhat of studying my opponent as far as coming up with a game plan based upon what they're going to do. I'm torn between that and then just doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Not caring.
What have you gone with more? Like for ADCC, like leading up to ADCC, which I think was your best performance, did you study a lot of those guys, or did you just kind of freestyle it?
I just did it.
Yeah.
And I think I always do better when I just do it.
I do.
And that's not for everybody.
No, it's not.
I'm a pretty good fast thinker. I think on my feet pretty well, make shit up as I go. So I think when I study, it fucks me up because it gives me a game plan, and I'm so stubborn that I'll never leave that game plan.
Yeah.
So like even if I need to leave that game plan in order because there's a issue with the ref, there's an issue with like a bad call, and now I have to change it up, I'll stay in the original game plan because I'm so stubborn.
Yeah.
And always when I just go and do it, I feel like I'm so adaptable. It works every time.
So I've seen really successful approaches to both. I've seen guys that really study and they do very well, and I've seen guys that don't study and they do well. For me, I found that I do better when I don't look at any tape at all. If I look back at the performances that I felt were my best, it's when I just went out there and did it. And the reason is because I think all the times that I've looked at an opponent and studied, when you get out there, it never adds up. They don't actually feel like that. They never do what you thought they would do based on film, because you got to remember that the guy that they're grappling, when you're watching film of them, it ain't you. They're not grappling you, so their reactions are going to be different. And we don't move, especially like guys on our team, we don't move the way that a lot of other people move. We have a different kind of style. So for me at this point, I'm just kind of like, I put all the focus on me, train as best as I can, try to be as healthy as I can, and fucking send it. And not like hold back, because I found the other thing is when I studied a lot, those were the matches where I felt like I didn't open up.
You're tight, right?
Yeah. And you can't grapple like that if you want to beat the best guys and finish them. So you, man, like, dude, going into ADCC, you had no pressure. You were just like, I'm going to take my shirt off. I'm going to get a good sweat in my warm-up, and I'm going to start launching dudes across the fucking earth.
Yeah.
You know?
That was exactly it.
Do you feel like now, because now we're going into another ADCC year, do you feel different kind of, or any kind of pressure now going into the next one because you're this returning guy and like now everyone knows who you are?
I feel like I haven't accomplished anything in the sport, honestly. I feel like until I get that gold medal, I'm just a fucking other guy.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a difference between you know, if we're talking about basketball, there's a difference between, you know, Kobe and Jordan and the rest of the fucking world. I'm trying to be that to grappling. You know, I have early success in the beginning, but it's too easy for people to have huge success and fucking not do anything else afterwards. You settle, and you know, you get too complacent, and it's just too easy to be where you are. You know, I live a fucking American dream here. You know what I mean? I'm my own boss. I fucking do what I want when I want. I work hard all the time, but you know, this like simplicity, it's too easy to say, yeah, I'll just do this every day. This is fine. It's what's hard is to say I want more, and what's even harder is to go out and get it. So I think once I get that gold medal, you know, we'll keep working up from there. But I honestly feel like I haven't fucking done anything till I do that.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing, though. I think that's like what's cool about our team is we're always like moving the goalposts back, you know. So like a guy like I'm like, this is a big year for if you're doing the trials, you know. Like I'm like, man, I got to win these fucking trials to get to the big show. And if you do that, it's like, cool, man. But now you got to fucking make the podium. Then if you make the podium, it's like, that's great, dude, but you want to win a gold medal. Yep. Then if you win a gold medal, you're like, I want a double gold. I want to do the absolute. So it's like you're always pushing, you know, where you want to get to. And I think that's really important, especially now, because a lot of dudes in our sport are complacent. They're like, oh, you know, I won this, I won that, I'm going to chill.
Like, honestly, if you have my accolades, I could easily just open a school now and couple hundred students and have happy with a 6-figure lifestyle. Yeah. But you know, unless I am really smart with the business and keep going, you know, I'm kind of settle for that 6-figure lifestyle. And once you get to that you know, you secure those gold medals in those few tournaments, you know, that's just going to change your life.
Yeah.
You know,
or instead of a gym, you're getting a franchise, bro.
You get a franchise.
I think it's also just being able to sleep at night because you're not like staying up thinking, well, what if? You know, could I have won ADCC 3 times? Could I have beaten this guy? If I had trained a little more, if I had been a little more disciplined, could I have, you know, performed this way? And like, to me, that's what I don't want, is that kind of regret of like, oh man, like, you know, because at the end of the day, dude, like it's people will forget, you know, the tournaments you won along the way. What they're really going to remember is like, how were you as a competitor? You know what I mean? If there's a guy that becomes ADCC champion, but he's boring, he doesn't submit anybody, he doesn't really put up points, he's not exciting, they're not going to remember that guy even won ADCC.
To the point.
They remember Gordon because he rattles off, you know, 6 submissions and
then he tells everyone to go fuck himself.
Yeah. They remember Gary because he's flying across the mat. You know, NickyRod's launching people in the air. Like it's more about how you do it, you know, than just so much of the end result, I think.
Yeah, being a showstopper definitely has its perks.
Yeah,
its perks for sure. And you know, training with Hudson Gracie, you could definitely get those showstopper talents.
Yeah, I'm like not, even when I win, like I'm not happy unless I highlight reel somebody.
Yeah.
You know,
gotta do it.
I mean, because that's what I feel like our potential is. You know, like I just want to hit my potential, and for us, that's like attacking nonstop. You know, legs, arms, neck, whatever. I'm not satisfied winning by a fucking advantage.
When's the trials? Not too far away, right?
Yeah, so we got November 7th and 8th for New Jersey. And then I think they're going to do maybe one in Texas or 2 in Texas. So yeah, they got, I think, 3 North American trials scheduled. So it's going to be a big year.
Yeah, you haven't cut a lot? You're pretty lean.
No, man. I'm like, I walk around at like 145. Yeah. Honestly, if they had a 135 division for ADCC, it would be tough to get down there, but I think I would do it just to know. But yeah, 45, I feel pretty good, man.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, you walk around pretty fucking shredded.
Yeah.
Bro, so how many trials do you just have to win the one?
Got to win the one. So if you podium, you know, you might get a spot if somebody pulls out.
Yeah.
But the only way to guarantee your spot is to win it. Did you win yours on your first shot?
Second shot, yeah.
Second shot.
I lost. I took third in the East Coast, then won the West Coast. Yeah, I lost to dude Hudson Taylor, which is pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah, good wrestler.
Yeah, good wrestler. Even though if we're talking wrestling points, I pretty much beat him.
Did he end up taking first in the division?
No, he got Tex Johnson literally just ran through and knee barred everybody in like seconds.
Yeah,
and then had some issues.
but then West Coast, you cleaned it up.
Yeah, I cleaned it up.
You were like, I'm not fucking around today.
I think I got like 3 or 4 subs in West Coast trials. It's pretty. I had like 1 flying Kimura, 1 rear naked choke, and that's it.
Yeah, I think it's always interesting, to see a guy, like especially at the trials, because there's multiple for North America, to like not win it the first time and then just come back with a fucking vengeance, and people just get put.
Well, you kind of know what to expect now.
Yeah,
I think it's a fun vibe because they make it like a kind of like a concert. There's music, there's fucking DJ.
Yeah,
you got everybody's eating food and fucking watching. It's fun, man.
Yeah,
it's a good time. And honestly, kind of like the thing I always I'm going to enjoy now is going to the trials and just watching. It's kind of a prestige. Just to know that you're already have the invite, you don't have to fucking compete. I think it's like a I don't know. You look at those guys that just show up. You're like, that's fucking no stress.
Yeah,
you're just watching.
Pressure's off.
Pressure's off. Yeah, but it's fun. But definitely, definitely doing the trials is fucking nuts. It's gonna be.
I'm excited, man. I'm really excited, and like more than anything, it's also a really good way to get your hands on some really good grapplers that otherwise you might not be able to. Mm-hmm. Like for whatever reason, maybe you want to match with this guy, but he won't fight you in a super fight. He turns you down. Well, guess what? Now if we meet at the trials, you have to fight me.
Exactly.
So it's a good way to, man, like I just want to compete against the best guys.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good.
How long you been doing jiu-jitsu for?
I started in 2009. So about 11 years now.
Yeah. Wow.
It was, I wanted to drop out of college and like do this full time, and my parents very much, were not for it and advised me to finish college, which I think they were right, by the way.
Yeah.
But then as soon as like the opportunity kind of presented itself, I just, went full time with jiu-jitsu.
Did you get a bachelor's?
Yeah, I got a degree in health and phys ed.
From where?
East Stroudsburg University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. University, bro.
Yeah. That's what's up. You weren't a frat boy like Damien, right?
Oh, fuck no. Dude, I tease Damien all the time.
Yeah.
Damien will be telling a story, and I love Damien, I do, but he'll be like, me and my brothers. I'm like, Damien, shut up.
He's known these guys for 3 months in college.
Is your brother now?
You pay them to be friends.
Yeah, you're paying for it.
But I was not a big fan of the fraternities at ESU.
Nope.
Not at all.
Man.
Good party lifestyle though?
Yeah, man, it was a fun party school. Barstool came through a couple times. I had a great time. I loved it so much I stayed an extra year.
Yeah.
I did a victory lap.
Victory lap.
For my 5th year, senior year, I said I wasn't quite ready to get out. I needed a little more education, so I stuck around.
That's exactly what it was.
Well, when freshman year, when they set you up with 8 a.m.s on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they're setting you up for failure.
Yeah.
It's going to take you an extra year to graduate.
We'd have fucking 6 a.m. practice, which you had to be up. We had to be at the school by or at the practice room by 5:30. So you had to be there by 5:30, and then 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. School, and I would just I made it like 10% of the time. It's never there.
Yeah.
And and I think every time I went, my teachers were like, I would go late, like 20 minutes late. Oh fuck! College was fun. I didn't learn anything besides. The only thing that helped me honestly is I learned a little bit how to write better in English class, which I wasn't even there for English class. It was just a thing that you had to take. I learned how to write paragraphs a little bit better and shit. So it helps out with the DVDs because I write it by hand. But besides that, I learned more through meeting the people at college. The people that you meet, you're I definitely don't want to be like this guy. You're you learn what not to do pretty easy.
Yeah, I think some of the best lessons I learned all of them were outside the classroom.
Yeah.
The best thing I learned, I think I was a freshman, and I got a buddy. His name's Jeff Jacobs. He was a pretty good wrestler. And Jeff said to me and my friend Brendan when we were freshmen, he goes, guys, listen, I'm going to tell you the most important thing you'll ever learn in college. And we're like, all right, what is it, Jeff? And he goes, you can't have every girl in the world that you want, but you can have every girl in the world that wants you. And I sat there for a minute and I was like, this guy's either an idiot or he's a fucking genius.
Which one did you go with?
He's a genius. He's a genius.
That's great.
Absolute genius. Best thing anyone's ever said to me in college.
So I take you're not the girlfriend type?
No. Very single. Very single. I need to be free. You know, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but right now I need to be free.
Yeah.
You know?
Shout out any hot chicks or trannies want to hit up.
All of them. Yeah. All of them. What's up to all you?
Yeah, even the dudes. Hit up.
Listen, man, I get on these dating apps, bro. If you power swipe, which by the way you should be, right? Because it's called statistics. Yeah. If you're power swiping, you're bound to match up with 6, 7, 8 trannies a day. You know, on these apps, and some of them don't even try to hide it. You know, some of them are just, it's NickyRod in a dress on Tinder.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking, so I'm just swiping. And then you got to deal with those consequences a little later on because at 2 a.m., you know, when Julio's had one too many shots at the local bar, he's hitting you up. And you look at his profile and you realize that's not a Latina chick that I thought. That's NickyRod in a fucking dress.
Wow. I actually saw a New York Giants linebacker in a dress walking.
Wow.
Fucking in past Madison Square Garden. Like he was solid 6'3", 250 pounds, and like pretty muscle, like all muscle. You know what I mean? And he's just stomping with these fucking thunder thighs in a nice little tutu.
It's a tough situation.
I was like, oh my God, like yeah, he could move a car if he wanted to. You know?
Yeah. What's he gonna do to me?
Yeah.
You know,
that's the kind of guy who wears a dress and he's like, I bang chicks, bro. I'm like, sure.
Whatever you say, chief.
Yeah, you got it.
Whatever you say, boss.
Damn, bro. So power swiping, man. What other techniques you use, bro?
You got to power swipe. You know, like I said, you got to play the odds. And don't aim too high. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like on our team, like NickyRod knows, like we're very much accepting of women of all shapes, sizes, things like that. So, you know, get off your fucking high horse once in a while.
Cool Rack's the best. He's
God.
like, I love ugly chicks. I'm like, well, are they ugly to you? He's like, I don't know. I don't know what you consider that.
Mike has one of the best minds for women that I've ever come across. He also makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, I've never met anybody like him.
He's definitely got a damaged past.
Yeah, but there's genius in what he does, though.
Is there?
There's genius in what he does. There is.
Yeah.
I think there is. But it comes to a certain point where he's going to end up, you know, laying in a ditch somewhere in you know, Patterson or something, and he might pay the price for it. But until then, he's going to have a good time.
Yeah.
The Sultan, bro.
The Sultan of Strangles.
Sultan, man.
From now on, when people ask me like who got you into jiu-jitsu, I say Mike Raction. They're like, I've never heard of him. I'm like, don't worry about it.
He's like, bro, if I go anywhere else, I destroy people. I'm like, that's amazing to hear. I hope he's telling the truth, dude.
I think he
is because he kind of like like it seems like those guys kind of praise him at the gym he has.
Dude, he gets on a fight to win. He strangles the guy from side control with like a headlock. I'm just like, this kid's unbelievable.
Damn, bro. From side control.
From side control.
Yeah.
He just like,
I'm not gonna say a name, but I think Cool Rack had some success with that in practice with a recent somebody that came and popped in for a little bit, and he just does it because he's surprised. You know what I mean? I think you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah, but he's a good kid. He's funny, man. He's really fucking funny.
I think he keeps telling me he wants to hop on the comedy stage. I'm like, bro, fucking.
He should.
Yeah, I sent him a couple of pages.
Yeah,
and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I was like, all right, bro.
I think he's the kind of guy that could get up there with nothing written and just wing it and do really good.
Yeah, I mean, he bullshits with us, and he's like the funniest guy in there. You know what I mean? So, I think. Okay, bro, just gotta give it a shot. I think he has a fucked up life that he hasn't really talked about. So
we all do.
Yeah.
We're all.
You kind of need that to be a comedian.
We're all in that room for a reason.
Yeah. I feel you. Are you only child?
No, I got a younger brother.
Yeah. Does he grapple too?
He did for a little bit. He wrestled for a little bit. He did jiu-jitsu for a little bit, but not anymore. He's actually like pretty good soccer player. He played at a pretty high level for a while, and he is. He's a bit of a loose cannon, we say, in the streets.
Okay. Sends it a little too hard.
Bro. Dude, that's all he knows. But he follows the sport like closer than most jiu-jitsu athletes do. Yeah. He knows every grappler, every statistic, every tournament going on. Dude, he knows more about some jiu-jitsu stuff that's going on than I do. So yeah, he's like a big fan of the sport, big fan of you guys.
That's what's up.
Yeah, dude, he's loyal as they come. Like he'll message me, dude, at like 2 a.m. He'll be like, if anybody fucks with anyone on your team, I'm gonna stab them in the stomach with a box cutter. I'm like, Sonny, everything's fine. What are you talking about? He's like, I'm just saying. He's like, if any of these motherfuckers get cute, he's like, they fuck with Nicky Ryan, I'll stab them in the kidney with a box cutter. I'm like, that's so not necessary, but thank you.
You know, he's got like a little dummy in the room. He's practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Quick hands.
Yeah. Yo, you ever been in a street fight where you had to use your jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, actually, the first week I moved into college, I did.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was at a party at the lacrosse house, which is probably your first mistake, right?
Definitely first mistake.
And I got in a fight, and at the time, I didn't really know much. I knew, like, a rear naked. That was about it. And I knew how to do takedowns from wrestling. So, yeah, I put the kid unconscious. And I remember being like, I'm 100% going to jail. Yeah. But yeah, dude.
Did you make it to jail?
No, I didn't get arrested. It's college. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I'll say, like, I would have to really, really, really be forced, like, with my back up against the wall to put my hands on somebody, because at this point, dude, like, there's just too much to lose. And people are crazy, you know? How about you?
I think it's fun putting people to sleep.
I think it is, but, like, I have to have a real reason to do it.
Nah.
You'll just be walking down the street.
Wrong,
yeah.
I think it breeds us to practice.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, who's fucking with NickyRod?
No.
Like, nobody at a party is going to look at you and be like, that's the guy I want to fight.
Yeah, usually people want to be my friend.
Yeah.
Pretty open to it.
I feel like you're the easygoing guy at the party.
Yeah.
You know, not really causing too much trouble.
Well, I'm the guy that's not really at the party. I'm home sleeping.
Oh, you're more of a homebody?
Yeah. I'm not the one to go out maybe here and there.
What about when you were in college? Did you like to party in college?
I would go, but I would honestly just go out to get chicks, and that would happen the first like 20 minutes. And I'd come home.
It's an early night. Yeah. One shot, one hit.
Yeah. I don't know, party started at 11:20. I was back and fucking.
By 11:35, he's asleep.
Yeah.
I like it. That's probably the good way to go.
Yeah. You avoid the fights and stuff like that as well. And they don't talk you into pledging.
That's right.
Yeah, bro.
That's right.
You're like a jacked wrestler. They all want you to pledge.
Yeah.
Like, you want me to pay you to be your friend?
Nah,
I don't
not doing it.
What am I? Yeah.
Let me ask you this. When, let's say, you had a lady friend come over in college, are you the kind of guy you're going to let her sleep over? Or are you going to be like, hey, I got to sleep in my bed alone. You got to go. Like, are you going to boot her or you let her stay the night?
I would always boot them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's smart.
I'm pretty honest. I would just be like, you gotta go.
So I would boot them,
and
but
give my t-shirt. You gotta.
Yeah, it's 8 sizes too big.
Yeah.
You don't need to wear pants because it'll cover your legs.
Yeah.
My problem is on the fly, you don't always think of the best excuses as to why they have to leave.
Oh, you just tell them get out.
You just say get out.
Yeah.
I try to.
You gotta say like 3 times. It works like Beetlejuice.
Okay,
so gotta get out and
get out. Shoo him out the door. Yeah, I would just make up wild shit. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. You gotta go. I gotta get up early in the morning." They'd be like, "Oh, like what do you got going on?" I'd be like, I got guitar practice." They're like, "You don't play an instrument." I'm like, "I know."
That's why I'm going to practice.
I'm gonna go get practice.
They're like, "Okay."
I'm renting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Get out.
Yeah.
Always got to get the boot, bro.
Yeah, get the boot. I mean,
oh my god.
I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Frank, I feel like you really fucking sent it hard in college, man.
Yeah, I went probably a little. You know, it was good and bad. Like, it was bad for my GPA, obviously. Like, your grades aren't going to be so hot. But it was good because I got it out of my system. And in a weird way, like, when college was done and I really committed myself to jiu-jitsu, I don't have any, like I'm more disciplined now because, like, I got it all out. You know, like, I don't go to the bars now. I haven't gone to the bars probably since I'm, like, 24, 23. Because, like, I did all that shit for 5 years.
Bro, how old are you now?
29.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I'm old.
No way.
You look young, though.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You look good for a guy that gets his fucking face
I feel young.
beat up every day.
I'm young at heart.
We get
but yeah, so it was good. Like, I got out of my system and I was ready to fully commit to, being an athlete.
Were you an athlete in high school?
Yeah, I played lacrosse and I wrestled.
And you good at lacrosse?
Yeah, man, I like playing lacrosse a lot. I wanted to play in college. I just, I wasn't really material to play D1 or anything like that.
You have to be big, fast.
You got to be pretty big. Yeah, like I played midfield and attack, so like those guys are pretty fucking big.
That's your position name, attack?
Yeah, like midfield and then attack.
Okay.
But also attack as a verb, yeah.
Yeah.
If NickyRod played lacrosse, he's like, I just want to attack.
I just want to attack. I want that one.
I don't even know what it means. I don't know if it's offense or defense. I want to attack.
I'm just start hitting people, bro. That's it.
Yeah, let's do it.
But yeah, I enjoyed it, man. It was good.
I played it in gym a couple times. It's pretty fucking weird getting you have to rotate.
You got to roll your wrist. Yep.
Yeah. That was an issue for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it wasn't going from my brain to my wrist. I was like, I don't fucking
not the most flexible in the yeah.
Yeah, I was bending the stick and shit.
NickyRod in gym class must have been a trip.
Bro, I'd go so hard in volleyball, I would blow my shoulder out. Wow.
Like you're injured for wrestling season because of a gym class injury.
Yeah.
And you got to explain that to your coach.
Yeah. I was so good at volleyball that when I served, it wasn't like a serve, it was a spike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If I could go back now, if I could do high school over, I wouldn't have wrestled. I wouldn't have played lacrosse. I would have played golf.
Dedicate your life. That's way more money.
100%. More money, more enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me get this straight. Like when I found out that my high school had a golf team, dude, I couldn't sleep for a week. I was like, let me get this straight.
Gotta get on it.
Let me get this straight. It's springtime, okay? I'm running around a fucking turf field doing sprints in full equipment. Then when I'm not doing sprints, I have other people in equipment fucking assaulting me with sticks while I try to throw a ball into a net. That's what I got going on. You're telling me you guys were at the golf course all day, you smoked a little weed before practice, you're wearing funny pants, and you got to enjoy the sunshine and nobody bothered you? Why did I not sign up for that?
Wow.
I fucked
funny
up.
pants, bro.
Yeah, I actually played golf for a couple weeks in high school.
I play now.
Do you really?
Yeah. You should go sometime.
Are you good?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's a hard sport, dude.
I know. It's you have to stay calm, and there's no calm between
There's no
me and the
calm.
mom.
No.
Yeah.
It's not like you're a good athlete in this, and you're going to be good at golf. No. I don't care who you are. You're going to suck at golf.
Yeah, I'm going to try my hardest to hit that ball.
Well, you play hockey, but you're pretty good at golf.
Yeah, but the more intense you get, the worse you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you and I might have a tough time.
Yeah. But I'll have to take a nap and then wake up immediately, slowly.
Yeah. But golf's a good time, man.
Yeah, I've played a few times in high school, and it was honestly just way more stressful than it was relaxing. The whole time.
What was stressful about it for you?
Well, every time I'd hit the ball, I'd go 10 feet, and you have to go fucking 100 yards. I was there for an hour. Everybody's on hole 16. Fuck it, I'm still number 2.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't for me.
Yo, comment below if you want to see NickyRod play golf.
Oh my God, NickyRod at the driving range would be absolutely amazing.
I'm better off picking it up and fucking throwing it.
Yeah.
It'd go further.
What about driving the golf cart? You probably find joy in driving the golf cart.
So much fun.
I would do that.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll drive you guys around. Just fucking be your little bitch wherever you need to go.
You'd be the caddy for 4 people, bro.
You know what I think would be fun? I've always wanted to do is get our team to have a day where we do something together, but that's not jiu-jitsu, to see how wild it would be.
Yeah.
Say we play 5-on-5 basketball. I think that would be hilarious. To see a group of athletes that are really good in one area but can't.
In the wrestling team played fucking football game in college, and it was literally 15 minutes, and we broke 2 noses, and somebody blew ACL out.
Bro.
Yeah, so I blew ACL out. I was like, wow, didn't last long.
We might have to pick a non-physical game.
We could do volleyball, honestly.
I'm being on your team then.
Yeah.
I'm on NickyRod's team.
Yeah.
If we're playing volleyball.
Bro, you actually play airsoft, paintball, some shit like that.
Paintball would be fun.
That should
would
be
be
a lot
funny.
of fun.
You ever play paintball?
Yeah, I didn't love it.
No?
You didn't
No,
love it?
because I got beamed in the head where the mask doesn't cover. Dude, it fucking hurt.
Was your head down?
Come on, man.
I think I was laying down.
Yeah,
I was in on my stomach
keep your head
trying to
up.
be a sniper.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah,
move.
but you're laying down facing the ground, right?
I don't know, dude. I was getting pelted in the dome, and I was like, we're going home. This isn't for me.
Bro, I used to play fucking semi-pro paintball, man. I was
Did you really?
14.
Really?
I was sponsored, bro, out on Long Island.
What kind of gun do you have?
I had a die fucking NT 1000. It was some white and gold limited edition $1,400 gun, and I had the fucking.
I got an Eagle 8.
Road-
Hit it
Oh
home.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
What
just
is
fun, man.
what is a high level
Mini.
paintball player make a year? Do you think?
Couple mil.
Oh, you think so, bro?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think a couple years ago when I was into it, which was when I was in like middle school, they said they were selling contracts for like $2 million a year. Damn. Or not 2 million a year, but a contract for 2 million, which is probably a couple years. And the guy's name was like Oliver something, and he played for a die team. So I don't know. It's probably more money now.
I can see that, bro. I can see them getting paid a few mil.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
the guns are $1,400.
Yeah.
A box of good paintball is fucking
$60 or so,
if not more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
more.
$60 to $100. And if you're a pro, you're probably shooting 2 boxes of practice.
Oh yeah.
They have paintball practice?
Yeah, bro. So I used to play.
I would practice.
Okay.
I was like, I dedicated my life to playing paintball. In middle school, right? The summer in middle school, I had a job where I worked at the check cashing place. I'm 12 years old, right? I would just do the lottery, and I made $60 a day. I'd work 2 days a week just to play on the weekend.
Yep.
Wow.
I spent all my money on paintball.
What do you just do, like target practice?
No, you
you
go
play
to fucking war. You go to war.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, it's intense. It's intense.
You get 5 versus 5 or speedball or paint or fucking woods ball, and it'd be a lot more. And you just go to war. You fucking.
Like you play more speedball or more like wood shit?
I would do both. I split my time. Speedball is fun because you get way more kills.
Yeah.
But woods ball is more a little tactical. You could hide better.
Yeah.
Go around.
I want to be like in a tree and shit. Like,
Okay, yeah.
You
wanna be in the
can
woods
snipe
then, bro.
people but at the same time you can snipe people in speedball or X-ball because you have the fucking what they call the targets. What's that called?
You have like inflatable cover.
oh yeah.
And you're in like this little fucking,
Yeah,
little,
it's like half a football
garage,
field.
bro. Yeah.
and they'll like half football field. They'll net it all in, put some fucking blow up things in there, and you just go to war. And there's a lot of tactic to it. You
bro.
you have guys shooting down the
people
line, running the
bro.
snake. Yeah.
Oh man, that shit is so
And
much fun.
bro, I was so addicted to it. I was like practicing in my backyard. I put my gear on. I'd practice like diving in the snake and shit, bro.
Yep.
I was hooked on it.
Bro, you ever use reballs?
No, what's that?
So I would practice at home. I would take they buy these rubber paintballs. So they're the same, size and
size,
everything.
yeah.
You put them in, bro, and you can shoot them in like indoors or whatever at something.
Oh, wow.
So I would fucking put a bunch of pillows up, and then one time my mom killed me, bro, because I hit the fucking window and it like cracked the
So
window.
you shot your mom.
Oh yeah, well that's the next step.
Bro, we have to do a vlog playing paintball then. Let's go.
Bro,
I
that would
have
be
thousands of
100%.
dollars in gear in my parents'
100%.
house.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
sweet.
Hey, if you didn't end up being an athlete like in jiu-jitsu, what do you think you would have done other than paintball?
Bro, honestly, everything I did, I just got massively addicted to. Like, I would study it every fucking night, YouTube, Google, whatever. And every time I got the chance, I would just go hard. Like, and I did this with paintball. I did this with skateboarding, BMX, riding dirt bikes. When I got older, I got to drive my own truck and shit, and take myself to the track. And now I'm doing it with jiu-jitsu. I did with wrestling. Like, I'm a fucking retarded addict. Like, I can't help
That's probably
myself.
why you're good at shit, though.
Yeah. But
that's
got
a good thing.
I would like everything. It was like a challenge to me. Like, I had to get better than these guys. I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't. You know what I mean? I just like always like wanted to be like better than that guy. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Frank, what about you, bro?
weird.
If you never found jiu-jitsu,
Fuck, man. I don't know. I really don't know.
I feel like you'd be fucking bitches down in like Florida somewhere.
Probably prostitutes, yeah.
Oh my God.
I'd probably
you could just be a pimp.
I was gonna say me and Mike Raction would probably open a brothel, and I could see
that
myself
works, bro.
being I could see myself as part of like a duo where we play like good cop, bad cop. Mike's the bad cop, I'd be the good cop, and then we can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To handle business.
I don't think Mike could be bad. I think he's like too sweet.
I don't know, man.
Ladies.
I feel like behind closed doors, but he's
Yeah, I think he'd be like Mike
shit
the
up.
killer pimp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
he's
a good
assaulting, bro.
Yeah.
Of strangles, man. So it's
Okay.
know,
Maybe we bring my brother in on it.
Yeah.
He's got a box cutter.
Yep.
That'll keep you honest.
Yeah.
People
I mean,
want to
run
steal
security,
money.
bro.
There's a lot of
There's
money
gonna
to
be a
be
problem.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you have some quality women, you can get some quality.
I'll say this, like, dude, if prostitution was legal in New York State, I would 100% run a brothel.
I mean, there's endless ones in New York City. Like,
Right, but they're illegal.
Yeah, they are illegal. Yeah,
There's that whole thing.
Yeah, there's that whole
You know?
issue. Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
You get caught.
Where's it legal? Vegas.
Vegas.
That's it.
Costa Rica,
oh okay. You ever been to Costa Rica?
I have. Not because of that. I went for jiu-jitsu, but I went 3 times in like a 4-month period.
Oh shit.
No,
For some reason, you just had to go
yeah,
back.
Costa Rica's fun.
Yeah. That's great.
But yeah,
Tell us more about prostitution.
I don't know what I would do if I wasn't doing jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Even, I mean, look, like, I'm not going to be a competitor forever. You know, I plan on opening a school one day, so.
What can you do with the degree you got?
You could be a teacher.
Like in the college or?
College or, like, you know, high school, middle school, elementary school.
Is there anything else you could do? Can you do anything that makes serious money, like sports or?
No, I mean, not like fuck you money.
Yeah.
You would have to maybe get another degree, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always also been like into like sports psychology. So like maybe if I didn't do jiu-jitsu, maybe I would have gone for like something in that field. Maybe I would have tried to get my degree in that and done that. But it definitely would have been sport related. You know, I've always been into athletics in general.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. So when's your first taste of athleticism? Like when did you first play your first sport?
I was young, man. I started like with recreational sports when I was a kid. So like, you know, little league.
You try a little bit of everything?
Yeah, I did a little bit of everything. I did like baseball, I did soccer, I did basketball. And then in 7th grade when I did wrestling, I was really like, okay, this is what I really like because it wasn't a team sport. And I liked that it was all on you. And then I liked that you could physically fucking touch people. Because I always felt like Joe Rogan used this analogy and it made so much sense to me. He's like, in basketball, when a guy slam dunks on another guy, what he's trying to say is like, yeah, like I fucked you up, right? But nobody would be getting fucked up in a wrestling match and be like, yeah, but if I had this basketball, I would dunk this basketball on you. So to me, like wrestling, even at a young age, I was like, oh, like this is cool because like, it's final. Like this is really determining who's who. And then when I found jiu-jitsu, even more so, because now I'm like, oh, you're not just pinning somebody's shoulders on the mat, like you're strangling them. Yeah. So that was like, I was like, yeah.
That's true. I mean, honestly, if you're talking wrestling wise, if you winning in a wrestling match, you're probably gonna be the guy in a fight
for sure.
100%. Unless he's some submission fucking genius.
Yeah.
You know, he's as you're getting up, you're just gonna get.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember like even watching really high level wrestlers when I was in high school and being like, man, like this guy's like 106 pounds, but like I can't imagine anybody in the hallway in school doing anything to this guy. Like, what are they gonna do? He's gonna fucking do whatever he wants.
Yep.
You know, it's like having a superpower. So I always found that really cool. That like that's what stood out to me from wrestling and grappling compared to other sports. But yeah.
Just about an hour or two, bro.
All right.
Just past an hour.
All right, that's good.
Right on time.
All right, guys. You got anything to plug?
NickyRodAllaxis.com. Shit is live. Merch is live. We're working on a nice new drop for everybody. We're also working on a big meetup. So we're trying to figure out if it's going to be a wrestling based meetup or if it's going to be lifting or just kind of to send it, So comment below if you guys want to, come hang with NickyRod, do some lifting or some shit. Let us know what you guys want to do.
Yeah. In addition, comment if what do you guys want to see the next vlog about? Like we're talking about a little bit about the paintball. Maybe if we got it, I mean, you probably be down to come, right?
Yeah.
Get like a group of 5 or 10 of us and fucking film
I got camo gear, a pack of cigarettes. I'm ready to go.
And I can't see why it wouldn't be open. I mean,
no, that's
COVID.
That's open.
It's kind of done, right? Yeah.
No, they're open, bro.
That'd be extremely fun. It'd be interesting to see Gordon without his phone in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd still have it. You have a gun in one hand, a phone in the other.
Yeah.
It's like I'm fucking these dudes up.
He's texting shit while we're fucking shooting. Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, we'll see.
So we'll see. We got a lot of shit coming on.
Yeah.
We just passed the fucking monetization landmark, whatever milestone, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So
monetization of YouTube.
Yeah. So big thank you, man. To all, everyone who's watched, who's tuned into the content, checked out the merch, the brand, everything. So we appreciate it. And big thank you to you, Frank, for coming out today, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure, buddy. It's a pleasure.
All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. NickyRod All Access.
Fuck Carol Baskin.
Yeah, I got your bail on me. Couple of chains all on me. Please don't run up, boy, the K is on me. Sully gon' spray the 40. If you want beef, we don't play, we on him. I know who's slaying his homies. Turn up, pull up, and he came with police. I got the clout when I changed the old me.